Hello friends, Andrea with the Bangs here, and I decided that I want to do a little kind of blog post, or I guess vlog post about my journey on being a novice video game player or gamer, a novice gamer with my husband. We are playing Witcher 3. And so we will, of course, like a lot of people, we watched the Witcher series on Netflix and really liked it, and we thought it might be fun to play through the game together. Now, Hubs doesn't play a ton of video games. We have 3 children, so this was sort of something very purposeful. I used to watch him play video games back when we were first married, a little bit, but I wasn't super invested. And he plays some video games on his own time with like friends and stuff. But this is really the first time I have really invested into a modern video game, especially one as complex as The Witcher. So we are about 5 days in, maybe 6. It's been just a joy. I absolutely love playing this game with my husband. Now, my husband is the one who uses the controller and mostly deals with the fights and moving around and from place to place. Sometimes, if it's just pretty clear path, I will take the reins for a little bit. But most of the time, he's the one who has the controller. But I do participate by helping him. We both choose what he's going to say and what's the best quest to go on, whether we should do this or that secondary quest and whatnot. So I've never really interacted with a game this much before. And it's just so fun because I really enjoy fantasy. It's right up my alley for the kind of game to start playing. And yeah, I just really love it. So here's a few things that I have learned that you don't really know until you like play one of these really immersive kinds of games. And the number one thing is I can't believe the time that is just sucked away. You can look at the clock. Oh, it's 9:30. Like, yay, we have lots of time. And then you can look back and it's like 11:30 or 12 or 1 or whatever. Like it's not the same as even watching a show. I will just watch 10 minutes and then stop it and go, no, you can't do that with this. You can say, oh, I'm just going to play a quick 10 minutes before that happened today. We're like, oh, we have 10 minutes before we have to get going because my kids were at school and we were going to go pick them up. And I was like, should we like try playing 10 minutes? And he's like, no, it'll feel like, but we just chose the quest and we just started running and there was a fight and now there's a cutscene and we can't pause it. And but then, it just, it just goes by so fast without you realizing it because it's so fun. Like, it's fun. It's like time flies when you're having fun. So I can see why there's so much geared towards game culture and, places for other gamers to meet and people want to watch other people play games and blah, blah, blah. Like, because you can just get immersed. You guys, I'm a novice. Like, you might be like, oh, duh. Like, obviously. But that's why this is my intro to games. So it's my awakening to games. So yeah, so that's the biggest thing I think is sort of seeing how it is different from, say, watching, like even binge watching a TV show. The time slips away much quicker with this because you have so many things to do and you're sort of really tunnel vision focused on doing them. And so it just goes by. That's my biggest, I think, thing that I was enlightened about these especially these giant story-driven games is that it just really takes over your thoughts, my dreams. It's like the first thing I think about when I wake up. Like, what is this? Like, it's a whole new world for me, guys. So that's sort of my first impressions of my, I guess, first almost week of playing this game. I mean, it's cool to do this with my husband. It's really, we're both really enjoying it, and we're having a lot of, quality time. And another thing that I find that I enjoy having him along with me, I mean, even pretending, say I could do all the fighting and the complex stuff, I would miss having him to talk about it. Like I enjoy having him, and he says the same as with me, having each other to talk about the game and to discuss about what's going on and how much we like, or what we do like, or what we don't like, or how annoying it was that we didn't finish and we better go back and maybe try to tweak this, or like, oh, I can't believe that we're only halfway or less than halfway through, whatever. We're just making comments to each other and just discussing the story. And it doesn't really work with outsiders, because they don't, even if you try explaining it, it just doesn't, it's just so much, because it's so many hours. It's not like even explaining the plot to a movie, It's been really great. Although, like, the downside is my life has, like, I take care of my kids, luckily. It hasn't taken that. But that's all we're doing. Like, that is any spare moment that is at least, I'd say, an hour long. We don't play unless we have an adequate amount of time. But at least an hour to, like, 4 or 5 hours, like, every evening, we are playing the game, and we're both obsessed. Like, I'm the night person, and my husband is the one who I have to be like, hey, it's like 1:45. We should probably stop, And like he's not a night person, guys. So, and this is also a lot during Christmas break. My kids just went back to school this past week, so that kind of enabled us. But I can see how it can really take over your life. That's another sort of epiphany. Is I can see how video games really can, especially these story-driven ones, because you want to know, you just want to know. Okay, I think that's it. I think those are my major sort of new understandings. So if you game and you have any sort of games that you think I would like kind of in that fantasy genre, or like really just a great story, let me know in the comments. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please remember to subscribe. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Guys, I just had to add this in. So I'm editing the video that you just watched, and my hubs just got home from school, and I am like, hurry up, girl. Gotta go play. Like, you've got to get those hours in. That's how obsessed I am about this game. So just had to let you guys know it's serious. Like, I have it bad.